mitzvot of Yahweh. We are an active community. We are not spectators. That's why people love sitting at home and doing their own thing. You know why? Because it allows them to go to the kitchen, make some coffee, go to the bedroom, put the bed together. I know what goes on. Yahweh has not called us to be comfortable.
Amen. That's right.
He called us to be lovers of His Son.
That's right.
Yes, you can do it in a home. Yes, you can do it. But the beautiful part of having the Torah is that you're out of your familiarity. Yes. You're away from the familiar kitchen and the familiar bedroom and the familiar bathroom, and you're with the people of Yahweh, and He's in between us when we get together. For 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them, somebody.
Yes.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh. I'm not against home fellowships. A lot of good home fellowships. I'm against comfort zones.
Amen.
Yahweh forbid we should ever turn into a comfort zone.
Please.
I'll get out of the ministry. I'll get a real job. Like telemarketing.
Yeah.
Yahweh forbid that we should ever be a comfort zone. Rabbi Moshe Kanachowski, his ministry is to comfort the afflicted and to afflict the comfortable. That's my ministry.
Yep.
Yes.
Yochanan 14:6. Yahshua said to him, to Philip, Ani haderech, Ani haemet, Ani hachaim. No one comes to me except, no one comes to the Father but through me. Hello? But through, but I am the in-between, I am the way. What is Yeshua saying? If I am not in between you and the Father, you ain't coming to the Ein Sof. We bring out the Torah to remind us that Yeshua is the way, that Yeshua is the truth, that Yeshua is the light, because the Word of Yahweh was made flesh and dwelt among us, and without Him, we cannot come to the Father. If He doesn't come in between us and a set-apart, righteous Father, we cannot get to the Father. So He comes next to you and says, hey, I'm the way. I'm the way. You want to go to the Father? I'm the way. And when we reach out, we camera. Does it see that occupying? And when that Torah comes out, we remind that there's only one way. Hello? What is the way? The way, the truth, the life.
Amen.
Only one way.
He come and we get out of our seat and we go, I want to be loved and accepted by the Father. So we grab that Torah and start kissing it to our heart. As a reminder that He made a way when there was no way, somebody. My goodness gracious. He made a way when there was no way. And now He is the way. Because He made the way. So He can become the way. Betoch Amo. Betoch Amo. Betoch Amo. We see it again in Devarim. Go with me, please, to Devarim. Is anyone enjoying?
Yes.
Go with me, please, to Devarim. 27. Devarim. 27. I'm talking about Yahweh in the midst of us.
Yes.
I'm talking about the Torah service.
Yes.
I'm talking about what it represents. I'm talking about what it stands for. I'm talking about what it means to us.
27.
Who dwelt in the middle of the garden?
Yeshua.
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 Who dwelt in the middle of Sinai when He had taken us out of Mitzrayim? Yeshua.
Yeshua.
Who dwells now as the only path, the only bridge, the only road to the Father? Yeshua.
He dwells in between the two trees.
He is the only way.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh. When we bring out the Torah, we remember it's not the Father who was made flesh. It's not the Ruach who was made flesh. It's the Word of Yahweh who was made flesh. It's the Word of Yahweh that provided the way because He is Betoch Amo. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Look at, you're going to love this one. Look at Devarim 27. Devarim 27. Deuteronomy 27. Moshe, verse 11. Moshe commanded the people on that day,
What day?
saying, now that you are about to enter the promised land, stand on Mount Gerizim to bless the people. When you have passed over the Yarden, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, Yisachar, Yosef, Benjamin. Those 6 stand on Gerizim. Verse 13. These 6 are to stand on Mount Ebal to curse. Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali. Amen. So there are 2 mountains. One represents Yahweh's mercy, his chesed, Mount Gerizim. The other represents his what? His judgment, his wrath, Mount Ebal. And we see that those are the 2 sides of Yahweh's character. He is good and merciful and full of chesed and grace, chesed, but he judges those who do not accept the way, and those who stand in the way rather than embrace the way. And the people of Israel stand where? In the valley.
Wow.
Hovering between either experiencing Yahweh's chesed or Yahweh's judgment. And what does it depend on? It depends on what takes place in the valley. And what is the valley? Between the 2 mountains, Ebal and Gerizim. It is a place, listen, where the Ark of the Covenant rested. And what was in the Ark of the Covenant? The 10 words, the 10 commandments.
Yes.
It was the word of Yahweh, the middle pillar, manifesting chesed and truth between Yahweh's, the Father, amen? Between the Father and the Ruach, or between judgment and chesed. And where was grace found? Right in between, in the middle of the 2 mountains. Are you with me? Where were the people of Israel? In the middle of the 2 mountains. Why? The 10 commandments were in the ark. And if anything else, what was the Ark of the Covenant? It not just represented, but it was the Shekhinah of Yahweh. Because on top of the Ark of the Covenant, Yahweh dwelt in the middle of the 2 cherubim. And so the ark was symbolic of his presence, betoch hamo. So both his ark and his word were in the valley where the ark was not on the mount of blessing, Gerizim. The ark was not on the mount of cursing, Ebal. The ark was, the Torah was where it always is.
And they made it
where it always is. Where it always will be. And where Yahweh always wants you to embrace it. Betoch hamo. 6 tribes were told to stand on the Mount of Blessing. 6 tribes were told to stand on the Mount of Cursing. But the people were told to stand in the middle, and they were not left without a comforter, because in the middle of the valley, there was the Shekhinah of Yahweh. The Ark of Yahweh was in the middle of his people. When you come next Shabbat, my goodness, change your heart, change your attitude, change your understanding, change your perspective. You're not being called to Jewish things. You're being called back to the valley where you are to choose between life and death. Somebody give him praise in the house of Yahweh today. When that Torah comes out next week, when that Torah comes out next Shabbat, say, wow, we're in the valley. We've got a choice this day, this week, this hour, to walk in light or darkness. But Yahweh is bringing his middle pillar to us, the Torah, the Word, the Ark of the Covenant, the Ark of his presence, to remind us he wants a good choice for us.
Amen.
Are we on?
Are we on? Makon Kadosh. Hallelujah.
Are we going?
Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
Those of the Miami Beach Israel Revival have forsaken tickitis.
Kill the clock. Kill the clock.
Think about it. The people of Israel were not left alone in the valley. They were given a choice, but there was one there greater than the temple. There was one there greater than the altar. There was one there ready, willing, and able to hold their hand so that they would make the right choice. We bring the Ark out of the covenant every week to remind you, to encourage you, to edify you, to make the right choice. In life, in decisions, in practice, in halakha. It's not a dead Jewish ritual. It is life to you and your seed, and your seed after you.
Hashem Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
with an attitude next Shabbat.
That's why we're not ashamed.
Thank Yahweh for the Torah service.
We're not ashamed of the Torah.
That we go from the worship right to the word. No, that is the word. And you are the people. And that is the valley. And he is the way. And the way has always been where it is. It's not in heaven, where the Ein Sof is. It's not under the earth, where Satan will be. If that's where you believe the lake of fire is. Let's not get into that. It's nigh. It's in your midst. It is even in your mouth. It is the word of Emunah which we preach. Yahweh says this is how close faith is. You can touch it. You can handle it. 1 Yochanan 1:1. You can handle it. You can handle it. If you can handle Bereshis, you can handle Revelation. Come on. If you can't handle Bereshit, how are you going to handle Revelation?
That's right. There's no way. Baruch Hashem
That's
Yahweh.
right.
If the footmen have wearied thee, how will you contend with horses?
Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
If the footmen have wearied thee, saith the prophet, how will you contend with horses? If you don't love Yahweh through Bereshis, you're not going to love Yahweh through any other book of the Brit Chadashah. Because Yeshua said, you've seen me, you've seen the word. Yeshua said, Moshe wrote about me, but you won't come to me, you won't kiss me. You'll think it's a Jewish legalism thing where they take out the Torah from the ark. But it's not. It's me, my presence, coming next to you, giving you no excuse, showing you directly, one-on-one, in a personal relationship, how much I love you. See, the church thinks that you've got to have a personal relationship with the Lord. Yahweh says, how much more personal do you want? I'm bringing my glory, who is my son, who is the way, right next to your seat. My goodness, we're getting a mind change today.
Oh, yes.
My goodness.
Oh, yes.
But you know something? It's like the words Yeshua preached. Those who will receive it, they will. There are people in here who will not receive one word I'm saying.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Because the master, I am not greater than the master. If they called him Beelzebub, they will call me a false prophet. No man is greater than his master. So no matter how right on you think this is, people will still think it's just Jewish tradition. But I know better. I'm convinced better things of you, brother. Things that belong to salvation and life. So Israel was in the valley, but they were not alone. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Hallelujah, thou preparest the table before me in the presence of all mine enemies. Hallelujah.
Yes. Amen.
Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I, Tehillim 23, will dwell in the house of Yahweh forever. Why? Because the valley of the shadow of death is not a lonely place. It's a place where his Torah, his light, his lamp, his word is next to you. Betoch hamo, betoch hamo, betoch hamo, somebody. Yes, we're all going to die. But the one, that lamp that walked through the pieces,
Yes.
with Abraham, he's going to be there with me, giving me a greater anticipation to see Shekhinah, the Shekhinah of the Eternal One, than the temporal Shekhinah of my grandchildren being raised in front of my eyes. That's a nachas. That's a simcha, to see your grandchildren being raised. But he'll give us the hunger, the desire on our deathbed for the greater nachas, for the greater simcha. And then we won't be like Lot's wife. No man putting his hand to the plow, looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh. And in the shadow, in the valley, we'll find the Ark of the Covenant, which is the word of Yahweh, which is the manna and the bread of his presence.
Hallelujah.
That's why we bring the Torah to you. Israel is not a spectator nation. Israel is a participating people. Rabbi, give me that Torah. Hello, Rabbi, are you busy? No? You have a few minutes? Only for you. Can I carry the Torah next week?
Come on.
Can I say the brachas next week? Can I learn the Parsha? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure you can. That's what Yahweh wants. Are you with me?
Yes.
Are we on? We close with this.
First close.
I mean, I feel like closing. Therefore, I may not close. First close. Yahshua said in Yochanan 14:6, he said, I am the way, I am the truth. What is the Hebrew word for truth? Emet. You hear two Jews talking? I'm telling you the MS. I'm telling you the MS. The Emet, the truth. Yeshua said, I am the truth. Because he's the what? The Torah. Turn with me to, not in my notes, just go by the Ruach. Tehillim 119, 142. Remember that no notes Passover?
Yes.
I didn't use notes for a month. My goodness, I was flying in the third heaven. Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
Took us for a ride.
Tehillim 119, 142. Tehillim 119, 142. Your righteousness is righteousness forever. Your Torah
is truth.
Jesus is the truth.
No. Viste. Salmos 119.
Donde mi bifoclas? Don't make fun of my Spanish, please. I'm very sensitive. You don't have to understand. It's a private joke.
I understand. I understand.
You understand?
Of course.
That's because you get yours at Eckerd's. Your Torah is truth. But wait a second. How can that be? The church says Yeshua is truth. The Jews say Torah is truth. Unless they're the same. What a discovery belongs on the Discovery Channel. Wow! Wait a second. The Koichi says that guy is truth. Israel says that Torah is truth. Who's right? Unless, here's the discovery of a lifetime, Yeshua is the Torah, and brothers and sisters, like it, lump it, or leave it, he's coming to your seat next week.
Amen. Can't wait. Can I take it home with me to sleep with my daughter?
Don't they say that the law has been nailed to the cross? How come he says here there's the truth?
Thank you. Thank you. Now look at that, Sarah. Look at that. Not only is the Torah the truth, it's also called the righteousness, the forever righteousness of his people.
Yeah.
So if the Torah is the forever righteousness of his people, that must mean the Torah is forever.
Yes.
Because the Torah cannot be the forever righteousness if it was nailed to Calvary. Glory to God. Glory to God.
Forever, then it's forever, yes. Hijo.
Man, it's so neat to be an Israelite. We got everything. We got the actual Torah, we got the living Torah, we got the way it was the Torah, we got all manifestations of the Torah.
Hallelujah.
Because we're in the valley. And in the valley of the shadow of death, we're not alone. Lo and behold, the Ark of the Covenant is with us. The Shekhinah is with us. The manna is with us. What was in the Ark of the Covenant? The manna, the little pot of manna. Aaron's rod that budded, that said you're not just part of a wandering wayward people, you're part of a nation. That rod, there was a rod of Aaron that budded, showing that Yahweh's authority was with him. In Israel, every Israelite has authority because they followed the imperative command of Nashkubar.
Yes.
And the attitude of an Israelite coming out of this deliverance service. See, in that system, you have to go up and have deliverance services. In this system, the word of Yahweh delivers you. We don't realize it, but we've been in deliverance now for about an hour.
Ashkubar. Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
You don't have to go like this. To be in a deliverance service.
Baruch Hashem Yahweh.
The truth of the forever Torah knows how to deliver you better than any man of flesh and blood. But I'm not done. Thy Torah is truth. But I want to focus on the word truth. What is truth? Pilate said to Yeshua, what is truth? What did Yeshua say? I came to bear witness to the truth. The Ein Sof is truth. I'm his representative. You can call me truth. Hello? For this reason was I born. And this reason I came into the world. That I might bear witness of the truth. All who hear the truth, obey my voice. His voice is his word. And his word is his Torah. They're interchangeable because they're all the same thing. You can't say, well, Rabbi, I don't need that Jewish stuff because I hear his voice. Really. If his voice is his word, and his word is Torah, and that's the eternal truth of righteousness, then in order to hear his voice, you've got to be hearing his Torah. So in order for you to have a deliverance service, you've got to bring out the Torah from the ark. Pastor, where's your Torah? I want to come to you. I don't mind coming to your congregation. I'm not prejudiced. I want to learn. I want it. Where's your Torah? You know how most people choose the congregation? They say, hello? Do you have a children's ministry?
That's true.
Do you have bazaars that are so bizarre that they even sell pumpkins on the front lawn?
Wow.
Do you have an annual bazaar? How bizarre can that get? That's not me. I've grown to the point, I believe you've grown to the point, where if you ever do leave the Miami Beach Israel Revival, of course, we'll come after you, but we won't talk about that now. But if you ever do leave the Miami Beach Revival, and you're looking for a new place,
Do you have a
the
single
first thing,
ministry there?
hello, is this the pastor? Donde su Torah?
Wait.
We're not into that Jewish league. Bye. Have a happy life.
Yep.
Shouldn't that be the first question so you know where they're coming from?
That's right.
Pastor, do you have a big one or a small one? Is it huge? Can I kiss it? Is it easy to kiss? Or is it a little bit more difficult to get to? Think about what I'm saying. Yeshua is the what? The Emet.